Hey guys, Jigo the Beast F1 here, back with a brand new video. Today, F1 2018 is out, and you can currently see me just choosing my character for a career. Just starting the game up. I'm currently editing Bahrain. Done practice section for China. So now you can see team selection for what team I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna go with Sauber. I'm not gonna go with Williams. Just cause I wanna go Sauber. Yeah, just not gonna go to Williams. But you can see me just going through just teams like score regular points, be consistent. My team wants sportsmanship out of me, and you can see me scrolling through all the teams. And you can see, choose my teammate now. It's currently Marcus Ericsson, but I am going to choose Charles Leclerc. Going through the weekend structure, I'm going to go full practice, full qualifying, and a 50% race, and bumping the AI driver level to 104. And just getting used and getting grips to the new game is going to be hard, because it's obviously going to be a new game, new year, especially when there's ERS as well. You can just see me scrolling through all of the race settings, assists, go to custom, same as last year, no traction control, racing line around the corners only. That's, I think, the only assist that I'm using. ERS mode is on manual, and for me, since I've been watching all the YouTube videos about it, I've gotten used to actually using it. Where on the straights, you want to be as fast as you can, a higher S mode, and around the corners, you really want to go lower on it. You can see just a few screenshots of it, and it's looking really cool. Graphics are even much better. The curbs are very dangerous. Yeah, I think round turn, if you hit the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. If you hit that inside curve on the fast right-hander of turn 5, it's very hard. But you can just see here the
Thanks for coming by. I'm sure you're very anxious to get out on
first
track.
cutscene of it.
It's taken a lot of effort to get to F1. Congratulations. But the real work starts now. This is
Claire, motorsports journalist. Nice to meet you. You'll be seeing quite a lot of me throughout the season. So, you had a pretty impressive junior career. How are you feeling about your move into F1? Do you think you have what it takes?
Let's save the questions for a proper interview, shall we? I'm sure you'll have a lot more to talk about once there's been some action on track. I think we could fit you in after FP1 if you're free.
That works for me. I'll grab you the second you finish on the track.
Remember, the relationship you have with the team can be affected by what you say to the media. So be careful. Anyway, it's time to catch up with Carl. He's waiting for you in the data center. Good luck out there today.
Welcome to the data center. Here, we've got access to all kinds of information, including car telemetry, weather, lap times, tire wear, the list goes on. Plus, we've got a direct link back to the factory, so we're in constant communication with the team there. We need you to regularly feedback about areas of the car that are lacking and help us direct our resources in the most productive way. More effort here equals a quicker car, so it's well worth the effort. Good luck this season. Oh, and make us all look good, okay?
So absolutely amazing stuff from the
Welcome to
first
a new
few
team.
cutscenes.
Sauber is the kind of team that other privateers aspire to be. No matter the challenges they face, they rise to the occasion and make it out the other side. They need someone who can be consistent, resilient, and determined. And there's no doubt in my mind that you can give them those qualities.
So Emma giving a brief debrief
Here you can see the pertinent details about your
about
current
the
contract.
computer.
On one side are the objectives
Now,
and bonuses that we've negotiated with the team.
and
On the other is
more
information
details you
regarding
see:
how you're
rookie,
perceived throughout the paddock,
veteran,
your reputation with the current
sportsmanship.
team, and your overall value to them, which is a combination of these elements.
So yeah, you can just see me fiddling through some of the controls, through the R&D screen now. Just looking at where we're at, we're like the 6th, 7th best team there, worst team there, and second, last there on Aero. So Aero and Chassis is where I am going to start to develop. And I'm going over to the
Winning rivalries is a great
rivals
way to earn
now.
respect from your team and around the paddock, which will
giving
help
me
make it easier to
a
negotiate favourable
debrief
contracts.
again.
Your first rival is always your teammate, but you can choose who to declare as your second. The harder the rival from the eligible selection, the more respect you stand to gain or lose depending on the result.
So sadly, don't get to choose my rival right here, right now, but I do afterwards. Just see me fiddling through all the controls, getting used to it. Then I eventually head into practice.
We're about to join the action in what is sure to be an interesting practice session here in...
So I'm in the cockpit now, looking around. I do get out, do finish all the practice programs. But first, just wanted to get out, get used to what to do, all the controls, and yeah. So I just caught it a little because I did have to fix quite a few controls. So in the Sauber, we're firing back, hitting the ball a little bit there. So I'm just gonna let you listen to the to this recording, and you can see me at pub up. I actually do have a DRS failure in the first run. I think it's always like that in every game. Because last year I got it, my first run in Bahrain, I think. But I'll just let you listen to this one lap run, and we'll skip over the qualifying.
Interesting practice session there then.
So,
let's remind ourselves of the top three,
now,
who are Vettel, Bottas,
finishing
and Kimi
first
Räikkönen.
practice
Practice times
in
are on the
last,
board then, but
yeah,
no points
and
are
then
offered
I just had to get used to the circuit.
We'll be back
Having
with
to
more
fix
F1 action
a little
soon.
bit of the brakes, essentially, and now I've got an interview coming up, and these interviews I will choose
Things
them
didn't really go your way
as
today. Tell
I
us what
would
happened.
if I were taking the interview right now.
You
So she
scraped
does
the walls
ask,
a few times. Were you struggling for grip?
I was really struggling for grip. I didn't have enough downforce. Like, the Sauber wasn't feeling overly
It's been
too
a lot
heavy
of hard work.
around the
But here
corners.
you are, making your debut in Formula One. You must be thrilled.
Yeah, you're right, but It's been hard work getting here, but it doesn't stop now. All these other answers, but I choose that in like the last second.
So how are you finding things at the team? Are you settling in?
So, I choose the right one, I think. I think I probably should have chose the bottom for sportsmanship or showmanship.
What are you
Sorry.
expecting out of this season? Are you
What
just
am I
aiming to find your
expecting
feet in
out of
Formula
the
1, or do
season?
you see something more?
Just Sauber's put a lot of faith in me, and that's why I chose them. Well, yeah, technically. So you can see the Sauber has
Great.
has
Well, that's
increased, and yeah, that's heading back to the place motorhome, then to the computer to make some changes, and then we're gonna head into qualifying. So it's pretty amazing that we are here in this career mode. But yeah, don't know why I get stuck on the screens for so long. So yeah, Sauber Rep has
We've received
increased quite a
invitations
bit.
to new historic events. You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend.
So we are pretty much just gonna head over to qualifying. So yeah. Currently now we're in qualifying, and we've already set a lap before this, but gonna commentate on this lap. You can see me just getting into hot lap mode, max fuel mode, DRS open, going as fast as I can down the straight, going into turn 1 much faster than I did on my first run, especially on the exit. I'm really high revving the car, so not really going to help on my gearbox, but through this corner I was really struggling there through the weekend, going a little bit wide, but wasn't as bad as my first run. Hitting that inside curve there can really make you lose the car. That's why I lift off about 5%. Going through that corner alright, losing the back end quite a bit, not really going to help my rear tires. Through the corner, I'm not getting exactly the best turn in. Hitting the wall there tiny bit. Going through the fast left-hander, braking. Through the fast chicane, alright, had pretty good downforce. Probably lowered it and then put back up for the race. Going down here into 4th gear. Going through the fast right-hander, dropping a gear. Going over the curve. I was also pretty struggling through this corner here, but it doesn't look like it on this run. End off, getting as wide as I can, getting the best run as I can, going wide a little bit, and I will get a 24-1, which puts me currently at the P13, but ahead of my teammate Charles Leclerc, but sadly not getting me into Q2, with Pierre Gasly and Sergio Perez just about nipping out of Q3, and yeah. So into the race now. I don't get to see my race strategy, but it's the pit in on lap 13 and taking softs to the end from there. So you can see not the best start of the 5 red lights, and losing the back end a little bit, locking up all my tires, squeezing out Hartley there. Yellow flags come out, and Sergei Sorokin actually doesn't make it past turn 1. When I lose the back end there, Sorokin was actually on my inside with Leclerc his inside, meaning I didn't know that Leclerc was there, and that's why I lost quite a bit. You can see here, that's me ahead of him right there. I squeeze over a tiny bit, braking a little bit too late. Luckily no damage is caused, but then I squeeze out Brendan Hartley, which Sorokin's tire just comes off like it was just made out of sellotape. And Stroll gets a little bit front wing damage. VSC does come out, but it's now ending, just about getting that green before it ends. Ocon ahead does have a problem throughout this race. Trying to look ahead, Van Dorn is there, braking pretty late. Van Dorn closing the door quite a bit on me. I'm only outside of Ocon through turn 16. I don't know how many turns there are here. You can just see I'm trying to duck back in the slipstream of Ocon, and you can just see the dust because he's off the racing line. I go back on the racing line, round the outside of Ocon. That was a pretty good move from me. Good defending from Ocon, and yeah, he does have a problem throughout this race, so I'm not too sure what's happening with Force India. But to take these to lap 13, I do have to take care of the rear tires because I was really struggling with rear tire grip throughout practice. But yellow flags do come out, and I think it's for a Haas of Kevin Magnussen having mechanical failure during the race. I thought it was just a puncture, but no, it's a mechanical failure. So Raikkonen's already in the pits. Van Dorn, Alonso, who else can we see up there? 4 cars battling it out. That's the new feature of this game, which is really good. Van Dorn, Perez, Alonso, and I think the other Haas of Grosjean. Catching already up to the back of the pack, getting a little bit wide, and a touch of oversteer, which I do lose quite a bit of time on, but sadly not catching up to them. Again, Van Dorn just has the Renault engine to keep him ahead of me. Can't really size up to a move. I think it's a Mercedes ahead there, and yeah. And you can see that a glitch just did happen for some reason. It's going around a few corners there, and for some reason I just stopped and started again. Not sure why that happened, but yeah. I'm now skipping ahead to lap 7, getting really close to Van Dorn's rear end, but losing a touch of the rear grip as well. I think probably will see soon why I'm losing so much rear grip. Perez is there now, I'm just closing up to the back of this pack. Grosjean, I think, has a problem as well, and it did flash back, but then the safety car for some reason just came out, so then I have to flashback again so that safety car doesn't come out, and then I got this stuck on my screen, and then I have the inside rear left tire carcass overheating, and then I was just struggling from the forward rear. So in lighting of that, I just let my teammate Charles Leclerc pass, because he will probably have more pace, as I am struggling on the rear left carcass, and especially when going into right hand corners. I only have one tire that's properly working, when the 2 inside tires do not work, and my rear left tire won't work either. You can just see me losing the back end so much that the Toro Rosso hardly just goes on the outside of me. I try to defend from him as much as I can, but he does get ahead, but I get in the slipstream again and try to get back. Going down the inside channel, he does have a little bit of tire contact. We've got Raikkonen behind me now. Again, losing that back end as well. Got it into high, breaking late as can, but Harley just does get ahead of me. But Raikkonen is all up my rear end now. I'm just trying to stay up with Hartley. Touch that inside curve, just completely lose the back end, and Raikkonen just zooms past me. And yeah, so I was really struggling. Gasly got past me. I just tried to control the rear left tire. Vettel behind now. But you can just see how like overheated it is. It's completely orange and 107 degrees C. That's not a good place where it wants to be. Bottas goes in front of me and it blocks me. Braking, losing more time, and Ocon gets past me now. And Verstappen, I'm fighting against Ocon now. We touch, and then we decided to come in the pits at lap 10. Didn't come in any earlier because I didn't know how long the soft tires were going to come in for. Hitting the ball as I get in, and then I do brake quite a little bit early because I was trying to fix all the MFDs. Yeah, hopefully it's a good stuff from the team. Still 19 laps to go on these soft tires. That's quite a bit where I have to go. Lance Stroll is all the way back there. 2.5 second pit stop. Switching out back to standard medium revs or medium ERS, sorry. And yeah, heading into turn 1, all the way down into last place. So all my tires just need to get heated now, and trying to catch up to Lance Stroll. And yeah, now it's Ocon who actually went into the pit, and Stroll had also went into the pits, so I've got past him now. So Ocon is now ahead and trying to find a way past him. I'm in overtake mode. I got DRS back on, going on the inside of him, switching down to high, down the inside, and that was a good move. Ocon not defending too much. He does have a problem. Don't want to get held up much by him, but Sainz is behind me now. He's a pretty much faster car and is on faster tires. I'm making late decisions to defend on the inside, and he is trying to go around my outside. Now I'm trying to go on his outside, and I've got the inside for the next right-hander, and then I'm trying to squeeze him out, but he does have much better downforce, so I duck back into the slipstream. Rich hot lap mode on the outside, braking as late as I can and touching the grass on the outside a tiny bit, but Sainz still has the power on the inside. Rich revs, overtake mode, braking as late as I can round the outside, and he's still there. This is a good half a lap here on the inside, braking a tiny bit but getting the speed on the outside to work. Again, still on the outside. He does have the inside line. I'm trying to brake as late as I can. You can just see how much ERS I've still got left. It's only a few percent, but I go down the inside just trying to get ahead of him, but me and him are still there. Just under 30% of ERS mode. I'm up into overtake through the fast chicane now, just having to overspeed him, pushing out. But then Ocon comes out of nowhere, and then he gets ahead of me. So then I'm having to try and re-overtake him on the next lap, lap 24, down the inside. Maybe not looked at it, didn't go for it, but tried to see where I can go. I see if I can do a late lunge on the inside. Not really, losing the back end. Sainz is still behind me, not pressuring me too much, but now slipstream of Ocon. Not much ERS again, trying to use as much as I can, but again not enough to go down the inside. But that braking is just good enough for me to last this next straight. Science on my inside. I try to go down the inside of Ocon. We're going 3 wide into turn 3 here. This is amazing. And just about getting ahead of Ocon and Science. Me squeezing out Ocon quite a bit and making him battle Science. But now my tires are just starting to wear quite a bit. Losing the back end, just saving it and letting Science through. I was just checking just if everything was fine, if I had that carcass failure again. But Valtteri Bottas does win the race. Sadly, P15 it's alright, pretty decent. But hopefully we could do better in Bahrain. Checkered flag, me weaving about, and that's the finish of my debut race.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today. And after this round of the World Championship,
So Valtteri
here's how
Bottas
things
and
look in the
Daniel
drivers'
Ricciardo
table.
and Kimi
Valtteri
Räikkönen
Bottas
are
takes
the
the
top
lead of
3.
the drivers'
And by looking at it, Daniel
Moving
Ricciardo
on
is
to the
actually on
driver
pole
of the day then.
position.
Anthony Davidson, who
Valtteri
would you go
Bottas coming
for?
from
Well,
P6,
after a
Charles
drive like
Leclerc
that, it's got to be Charles
amazingly
Leclerc, hasn't it?
getting
Very clean,
into
very smooth. He can be
top
really pleased with that
10.
one.
And now
Getting a
let's
point
take a
there
look at the
for
constructors' standings.
Sauber.
Mercedes move to the top of the
And
table. After all this drama, you'd be
amazingly
mad not to
just
join us for the next
got
race.
there.
We hope to see you then. Take care.
Just me down P16. He actually started P18 and got up to P10. That's amazing. Ocon behind me, Stroll behind me. He was lapped. He took 3 stops. Not too sure why. Not too sure what Williams were thinking. But yeah, looking at the standings, we're actually up into 7th place. We're ahead of Renault, who actually don't score any points. Renault 13th and 15th. So not the best for them. Stoffel Vandoorne also getting into points for McLaren. This is a pretty alright race, just having to get used to everything,
luck out
and here
there
comes the
today.
interview.
What do you think went wrong?
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
You're right, it wasn't the cleanest race today, but I think it's just a part of racing.
Great.
That's
Well,
the only
that's
question
everything.
she's going to ask me, surprisingly. So, looking at the rival stats soon, hopefully. You can see there it's currently 3-3, but it's 5-4 because I qualified him in qualifying. Getting all the resource points now. Oops. Okay, it's a piece of paper. So 697 resource points. That's pretty much going to be the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys have all enjoyed, and see you in the next one. And I'll let you enjoy the rest of this video. See you in Bahrain. Peace.